Ah. Oh, welcome back to the channel. We're back at the greenhouse. This will be the second part and the final part where we finish up everything else we need to do and call it a day. So let's get to it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lower these lower stanchions so that they're at the same height as the 2x6s so that I can use the tech screws to attach them. They just have to be loosened. They don't have to be undone completely. So that'll loosen nicely. Now we'll go to the other side. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just clean up these edges. As you can see, it's a bit high, so when the plastic goes over this, it's going to scrape. Plus, in my previous video, which I'll link up to here, I was drilling some supports and the tech screws went right through the top and I didn't notice, so I'm going to use the flappy wheel of death, grind these down. You can see that. There's 4 of them, 1, 2 on this side, and then 1, 2 on this side. And then I'll just go through and make sure that this is knocked off a bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around and make sure that every one of these seams is smoothened down, so it's not so pronounced edge. And then I will be taping all of these with a thick tape to stop rubbing on all of the joints, on all the hoops and all the supports. So that's what I'm going to do now. It's also important that when you're using a flappy wheel of death to use the proper ear protection and eye protection. Let's get at it. So just like that, nice and smooth. I'll do it to the 2 others and I'll be right back. And now I'll do that little ridge. I don't know how you right-handed people do this. Here's a bit of a construction tip for you. Buy yourself some good quality extension cords. They'll save you a world when you're trying to use tools and you have this mess. So when you get your cords untangled, then you're ready to proceed safely. My hand's all jittery from holding this thing. Ah. In all seriousness, folks, try switching to cordless tools. They're on par with wired tools, and you don't have to deal with all this stress. So no matter how good you are with keeping your wires not crossed, they always get crossed. I'm going to spend some time, get this undone, work safe.
1 hour later.
I'll just get up on the ladder and do the top ones. And I'll come back to you when I'm done. Right, so now that the edges are all ground down and happy, and I used my Milwaukee Fuel M18 cordless chainsaw to soften the edges around the wood, I'm going to use this tape, which is a nylon reinforced tape, just to make it to go over all those seams again, just to make sure that there's no possibility of the chafing of metal on the poly, and then we'll be ready to do the plastic. So I'll use a piece of tape like this. That's all I do. I'll do that in the rest of them and I'll get back to you. So all the taping's done of all the seams. So now we're going to get the plastic, roll it out, and we're going to do the front and the back first, and then the top piece will go over the top. The big yellow utility knife. I have these.
I think it's in the other...
Alright, so here's the poly that we're going to be using. It's 25 feet wide by 100 feet long. And we're just going to roll it out, get ready to cut our end pieces. So the plastic is up. We've decided to just drape the whole thing over. Then we'll cut around the seam. So here we are with the first side stapled down. And then what we're gonna do now is cut the end off so we can do the front. All right, so that is the front now stapled on, and now we're just gonna cut this last piece of panel off.
We're all set. There we go.
Do a big walk around. It's so hot in there.
Nothing sagging.
So the next part is the webbing, which is going over the top of the ribs. We're going to staple it down to the base cross member, and then a 2x4 goes across to hold the plastic and the webbing in a minute. All right, so the front is now 99% complete. I have the edge stripping on. That will hold it on. I have the spacing so that the door can open more. The hinges, so you can see that the latch is on. And inside it has the little pull chain, pull string. So if you get locked in, you can just open up. All right, so now the base is on, and that pulls the tension a bit better. I'm just gonna go and cut the plastic off the bottom, and that'll be it.
Tell me how to think. Lay